Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cropper here. The question has been put to me why someone would contribute to my school. The parents have paid something for tuition. In the case of Brandon and Daniel, Garrett's first day was today. They have paid about 20% of the tuition that's been paid, mostly by people online. So this is a situation where I wouldn't be doing this, and these kids would not be getting an education were it not for the $50 and $20 and $10 that comes in here and there from the people who are viewing. This would not be happening. My first 5 students are tuition free, and the only reason I've been able to accept them was because of donations. The whole reason that this school is happening is because of donations. Now the question then occurs, is this school a worthy endeavor, or is it worthless? And you just have to go watch the videos of the kids. I ask them if they missed their old school, and I ask them, man, I can ask them logical, sequential questions, and they can actually give me answers, deduce the answer. For example, we were doing the Persian Wars. The Persians have 660 boats bringing food, ferrying food back and forth from Asia Minor to this massive invasion army. And I said, the Greeks don't really think they can attack the army and win. So what should they do? Daniel. And Daniel says, destroy the army. No. But Daniel's not my prize possession. Brandon clarifies then for Daniel, who is also not, the top student in the class. He's not. Brandon's not. He clarifies for Daniel, no, you would destroy their ships. Duh, because then you wouldn't be able to feed the soldiers, right? And the soldiers would either starve to death or have to withdraw. Right, that was the battle at Salamis where they destroyed the ships. Very good, Brandon. He deduced the plot. He saw where it was going. Daniel is still a bit behind. He'll catch up. So, is this a benefit to anyone besides the child? Let's say maybe to the parents. Let's say it's a benefit to society to have some intelligent people out there. But is it a benefit to people who give money? Is it a benefit to people who pay Mr. Cropper's wages, in effect? And I think the answer is clearly yes, even if you just go on the fact that I put videos up of the students and the lessons that I am learning as I teach the students. Just the fact that I put these videos up talking about what's been going on and what I hope to do and so on, just that I think is some value that people can get out of it. But in addition to that, I don't think that everybody needs to have a direct value come to them. What they need is they need to believe that their own values are succeeding in the world, which means that good is working, which is a better place to live by definition. So if you believe it's possible to improve the world, then you have to try to do it where you can. As Spinoza said, all things excellent are as difficult as they are rare. So if you want to create something excellent, it's going to be difficult. If you want to create something pretty good, it's going to be hard. If you just want to slip-slop something, you can do that every day. Everything that is excellent is as difficult as it is rare. If this school is such a school, if it is better than the public schools, and the outcome is better than what they get in the public schools, and all some viewer has to do is send $5 or $10 and just sit there, or 20 or 1,000, send me $1,000 and sit there. I'll teach the kids. Now that's a pretty good price. You choose the dollar amount, and you have a hand in helping start a school which is going to benefit the children directly immensely. The videos that I put up are going to benefit people all across the nation and the world, maybe a few dozen, but maybe more. And the people who pay the money and then tune in later to see what's going on are going to get the benefit and satisfaction of seeing that their money was well spent. It was well spent if the school succeeds. And I think there's no doubt the school is going to succeed. So is it the fact that the only value that is valuable to a person is something that comes back to them in their pocket. Is that true? No. There are some things that are very, very valuable to us that we cannot put in our pocket. If I were walking on the streets in Europe, it used to be a pretty safe place, but it's pretty dangerous now. If I were walking around in the streets in Europe and I saw a group of Muslim kids kicking a white woman who was wearing a short skirt or something, I would do something about it. I wouldn't just turn my head. Well, I went to public school, and I sat in classrooms full of kids that were just being kicked and beaten every day. Their mind was being starved, actually, is what it was. The real violence done to the kids is more horrific, more systematic, and less easily reversed than physical damage. Mental damage done by the schools. So if you believe that you can have a hand in fixing that, sure, open a school of your own someday. But not everybody has to open a school. That's not everybody's life. Some people are going to have to run a good banking system. And there's going to have to be somebody else who has a good principle of engineering so that we can keep on building stuff. And somebody else is going to have to take care of other things. I'm working on the school thing right now. Why is it the case that no one can benefit by seeing the school succeed? Why is that the case? I put the question to the viewers who say, why would someone selfishly support a school? Because the school supports their values. The fulfillment of your values, that brings happiness. It is the one step before happiness. The fulfillment of your, I don't mean joy, the daily joy, going to the theater and having a good time in the movie. Happiness, a long-term feeling of no anxiety, a feeling of perfect calmness and a joy and a self-satisfaction and a self-esteem and pride in your person and what you do. That comes from achieving values. If you can send some money to help your values along, that's a much, much more noble cause, in my opinion, than sending money to hungry African kids, 90% of which goes to military installations in the Congo and stuff, and the other 10% goes to the people here in the U.S. that run the charities. And the kids keep on starving. The only countries in which kids are no longer starving are countries which have a free economy, which means if we want the kids to eat, we got to stop sending money and start educating people. We've got to change this world. We've got to change it, or else we're just going to keep on going where kids who just lack 5 cents of salt per day die. That's stupid. That's stupid. And it's no good to send them 5 cents either. And it's no good to send them the salt, because that gets hijacked by the corrupt military governments and stuff. There is no system of civilization in these barbaric, backward countries. And sending them a nickel won't help. If you think it's ever advisable, ever, to send money for something, then to change the world and to change the future is probably a pretty good decision to try it on. And that's a pretty easy way to lever change in the world. Sit at home, click on a few videos, watch some girl do a striptease, go watch Mr. Cropper's video about the school. Oh, we'll send him $10 and help things along. That's easy. That's helping your values along. That's easy to help somebody along. You don't have to read through any of the books I read. You don't have to stand here and make sure that all the kids are paying attention 6 hours a day. You don't have to correct their math papers in the morning. All you have to do is send money, and you see your values succeed. You see the school succeed. You see it grow. Just got another student today.